This is brutally honest advice. Most of you quit too early, and that's why you'll never see what your life could have been. How different would your life be if you just didn't stop? If you didn't give up on that thing you walked away from years ago? Imagine where you'd be right now if you had simply kept going. Here's the truth. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. That's why they quit. They don't see results fast enough. They get bored, discouraged, distracted. They walk away right before the compounding starts to pay off. The rich know this. That's why they win. They aren't smarter than you. They aren't luckier than you. They just kept stacking tiny daily habits long after everyone else gave up. Habits so small, they almost seem like they don't matter. But over time, they compound into wealth, freedom, and success. So if you want the truth, stop chasing big wins in a week. Stop quitting after 6 months. Stack the habits, stay in the game. Because success is not about doing something massive once. It's about doing something small 1,000 times without stopping. And to make this simple, I've broken these 21 habits into 3 parts. Part 1, mindset habits. The inner beliefs that shape success. Part 2, money habits. The practical financial moves the wealthy repeat daily. Part 3, lifestyle habits. The daily actions, routines, and environments that make wealth sustainable. Think of it like building a house. The mindset is the foundation. The money habits are the walls and structure, and the lifestyle habits are the finishing touches that make it livable. And as you listen, I want you to keep asking yourself, which of these habits do I already live by? And which one do I need to start today? And trust me, habit 21 flips the entire idea of wealth upside down, so stick around till the end. So let's dive into part 1, the mindset of the wealthy. Part 1, mindset habits. Habit 1, guard your mind. You've heard the saying, you are what you think about. Thomas Corley studied 177 self-made millionaires over 5 years. He found that 63% of them watched less than 1 hour of entertainment TV per day. In contrast, 77% of poor people watched more than an hour daily. Why? Because the rich treat their mind like a garden. Junk content is weeds. Knowledge is seeds. Alone, effort matters, but if your mind is cluttered, your effort gets wasted. Here's your hook. What you watch tonight could shape your bank account 5 years from now. Habit 2. Practice self-awareness. Wealthy people are brutally honest with themselves. Before making changes, they ask, where am I right now? It's like using GPS. You can't plan your route if you don't know your starting point. Research from the Harvard Business Review found self-aware leaders are more confident, make better decisions, and are more successful overall. Here's a simple exercise. Write down your financial starting point: income, savings, and debt. Alone, guessing feels safer, but real change only happens when you know exactly where you stand. And keep watching, because later, we'll tie this directly into the money habits that compound wealth. Habit 3. Be blissfully dissatisfied. Ed Mylett calls this blissful dissatisfaction. The wealthy are grateful, but never complacent. Oprah Winfrey said, be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you'll never have enough. Gratitude alone feels complete, but when you add ambition to gratitude, you unlock momentum. Wealthy people celebrate wins while staying hungry for more. Habit 4. Forgive yourself and keep moving. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career. He lost almost 300 games, and yet he said, I succeed because I fail. Wealthy people stumble, but instead of beating themselves up, they forgive quickly and try again. Alone, success looks flawless, but the truth is, wealth is built on forgiving yourself and trying again. Habit 5. Channel anger into action. Behind many wealthy people is a moment of frustration they refuse to accept. Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks, grew up in poverty. His father lost his job after an injury, with no healthcare and no support. Schultz turned that anger into fuel, building a company that gave benefits, even to part-time employees. Alone, anger can destroy you, but when it's channeled, it can create something extraordinary. And later you'll see how this same energy turns into financial discipline. Habit 6. Read and stay curious. Most of you don't read, and that's why you'll never outgrow where you are. Chris Hogan found 88% of millionaires read at least 30 minutes a day. Only 2% of poor people do. Do the math. Warren Buffett spends up to 6 hours a day reading. 6 hours! He said, read 500 pages a day. That's how knowledge builds up, like compound interest. And that's the point. Curiosity looks small in the moment, but over time, it makes you unstoppable. Habit 7. Look at your money every single day. You don't know where your money is going, and that's why it keeps disappearing. The wealthy track it daily, not to obsess, but to stay aware. CareerBuilder found 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Not because they don't earn, but because they don't look. Awareness is power. Without it, more income just means bigger expenses. Habit 8. Automate savings. Willpower is weak, systems win. That's why wealthy people automate. They don't try to save. They don't wait until the end of the month to see what's left. They lock it in at the start. David Bark proved it in The Automatic Millionaire. People who automate always win. People who don't always struggle. Habit 9. Avoid bad debt. Here's the rule. If debt doesn't make you money, it's bad debt. Period. Credit cards are traps. The average American owes over $6,000. That's not freedom, that's slavery. Borrowing might feel like progress, but the interest makes you poorer every single day. Habit 10. Live below your means. Most of you want to look rich instead of be rich. That's why you stay broke. The millionaires next door, they drive modest cars. They live in middle-class homes. They avoid flashing wealth. Not because they can't afford it, but because discipline builds freedom. 6 figures means nothing if you spend 6 figures. Habit 11. Value money earned, not won. Lottery winners prove this every year. 70% go broke within a few years. Why? Because sudden money without discipline disappears. Wealth is not about the jackpot. It's about control. Earned money shapes you. Won money destroys you. Habit 12. Make money work for you. This is the final shift. The rich don't just work for money, they make money work for them. They buy assets, businesses, real estate investments, things that pay them while they sleep. If you only trade time for money, you'll never escape. Time is limited. Assets compound. That's the difference. Habit 13. Manage and invest consistently. Over 90% of US millionaires own real estate. But that's just one piece. They also diversify into stocks, bonds, and private ventures. One big investment might feel exciting, but true wealth, it comes from consistent, disciplined management over years. Keep listening, because next we're diving into lifestyle habits, where most people accidentally destroy wealth without even realizing it. Part 3. Lifestyle habits. Habit 14. Value your time. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to your future." Time might feel abundant, but for the wealthy, it's more valuable than money, because once it's gone, it's gone. Habit 15. Set clear goals. Research from Dominican University found people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. The wealthy don't just dream, they write. They set deadlines, and they keep their goals visible every day. A dream feels motivating, but without clarity, it fades. Habit 16. Review goals daily. Most people review their goals once a year. The wealthy, every single day. Neuroscience shows daily goal review activates your reticular activating system, training your brain to spot opportunities. Setting a goal feels big, but reviewing it daily, that's what makes it real. Habit 17, build health first. Tom Corley's research found 76% of wealthy people exercise at least 4 times a week. Only 23% of poor people do the same. Most people think money will buy health later, but the wealthy flip it. They build health first, so money actually means something. Habit 18, protect your environment. Your space shapes your success. Wealthy people invest in their workspace. Better chairs, better light, better tools. They also cut out toxic inputs, like negative people and non-stop bad news. Your environment might feel neutral, but it's never neutral. It's either pulling you forward or holding you back. Habit 19, seek mentors and network. According to the Journal of Labor Economics, nearly 50% of jobs come through referrals. Wealthy people don't try to do it alone. They build networks. They seek mentors. They surround themselves with people who elevate them. Habit 20, reflect on achievements. When doubt hits, the wealthy review their achievement list. Every win, from small to big, fuels confidence. Think of a rocket. 90% of its fuel is burned just to escape Earth's gravity. Once it's in orbit, momentum carries it forward. Each win might feel small, but stacked together, they create unstoppable momentum. Habit 21, give back. There's a famous quote, "To whom much is given, much is expected." Wealthy people give. Time, money, knowledge. Alone, wealth is just numbers, but with giving, it becomes impact and legacy. And this is the habit that flips everything upside down. Money stops being just money and becomes meaning. Final wrap-up. So there you have it. 21 habits of the wealthy across 3 parts: mindset, money, and lifestyle. The mindset habits give you the foundation, the money habits build the structure, and the lifestyle habits make wealth sustainable. Some people think wealth is about luck or intelligence or a big break. Alone, each of those helps. But without the daily habits to sustain it, they all fade away. Wealth is not luck, it's not reserved for the chosen few. It's built daily through habits. So here's the challenge. Don't try to do all 21 today. Pick just one, start it tonight, repeat it tomorrow, watch it compound. Because 5 years from now, you won't be asking, how do I get rich? You'll be living the answer. Most people will hear this and change nothing. Don't be most people. And if you're serious about building wealth, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which of these habits are you starting today, because your success matters.